Das ist jetzt schon das Dach, aber wo ist dein Weißmann? So you come. Loewe. You were faster than I expected. I thought you would keep me waiting a little longer. Just means we've gone a bit. Granted, all your buddies did do their best to hold us up. Well said. I do not think the Bladelord is comparable to those you have beaten, however. Few can match me in a direct confrontation. Even among S-rank races and the Anguis. Just a bit confident, aren't we? Trust me, we're painfully aware of how strong you are. But we came here for a reason. We're here to put a stop to all the strangeness the aureole is causing and to shield our homes from the threat of chaos and war. We've come this far with the help of countless people, and now we're carrying all their hopes. So we have no intention of standing down or losing to you. A solid enough conviction. But you're here for a different reason, aren't you, Joshua? What? As always, you see right through me. I'm here because I want to face my weakness. It's what destroyed me while fleeing the pain of Karen's death. The reason I continued to follow Weissmann's orders without question. All of that was born of my weakness. That's why I'm ready to face you and Weissmann head on, Loewe. I feel I owe it to the person who made me face those weaknesses. And I need to fight for what's important to me, no matter what. Joshua, time for you to leave the nest then. My promise to Karen is fulfilled. Now at last, I don't need to hold anything back. This will be everything I have. But hold on a second, I still don't get why it has to be this way. If you're worried about Joshua, then why? It's okay, Estelle. Conviction alone won't be enough to make Loewe back down. It's time I show him that I have the power to make my convictions reality. Precisely. Och, ich dachte kurz, es gibt vielleicht einen 1 gegen 1 Kampf, aber... I have made my choice. If you feel the strength of your conviction stronger than my own, then let it speak for itself. We will. If that's the only way, then bring it on, Loewe. This is for that stunt you pulled at the lakeside. I challenge you with all that I am. Wie viel Leben? 27.000, das ist ein bisschen was. Die haben auch jeweils 16.000. Du bearbeitest ihn damit mal. Was kommt hier? Kommt direkt ein S-Craft? Ja. Geile Stimme. Ja. Und der Scream ist der mit der stärkste, was wir haben, ja. Body Split? Oh no. Why you gotta do this to me? Noch ein Body Split? Wie viel von dir selber willst du noch erschaffen? Joshua könnte vorher gerade mal Heilung brauchen. Preparing to use art. Oh shit, ich kann den nicht impeden. Oh. Der Screen, zack. Oder halt du halt lieber besser Joshua. Screen, du halt gerade einmal Estelle. Fast haben wir ihn schon down. Der Screen sollte vielleicht sogar schon das Ende für ihn sein, oder? Ja. Kam das tatsächlich, ehrlich gesagt war der vom Schwierigkeitsgrad ein bisschen enttäuschend. Finde ich schade. We did it. Haha, victory for truth, justice and all that good stuff. I'm so glad now. You've done well, but not well enough to match my power. Warum hat der Boden aufgehört zu leuchten? Ultimately, your voice is simply to protect people. Only those who have attained enlightenment can hope to match one such as myself. The trial is over. Now comes the execution. Gah. In that case, Loewe, I'd like to challenge you one-on-one. Oh. Joshua, are you kidding me? It's alright, Estelle. Loewe may be strong, but that last fight still had an effect on him. Trust me, I can do this. Okay, I trust you. It's true that I've lost a bit of my edge. I'm a little slow in particular. You could even walk away from this fight as a victor, but I wouldn't bet on those odds if I were you. Maybe not, but still. This soul of mine, which was saved by a sister, bound by a professor, freed by a father, and is now one with Estelle's. All I've learned as a Priester, and the power given to me by our boss. With all of it together... Ich habe den ersten Ton von der Musik gehört, ich habe instant Gänsehaut gerade bekommen, holy. With all of it together, I challenge you, Bladelord. Very well. Come then, Black Fang. Was hat er vorbereitet? Wieso kann er so viel seiner Schwerter werfen? Well, you have improved. Let's see if you can keep it up. I can. Ich frage gerade, wie er ihn besiegen soll, weil wir wissen, dass er in etwa auf einer Höhe mit Alien Road und McBurn stand. Ja, und die haben wir mit Class 7, die stärker sind als Joshua und Estelle mit Velema nur geschafft. Also, what are you doing, Joshua? You're faster than this. Why not use your speed to try and best me? I have something I want to ask you, Loewe. Why? Why do you continue to side with Weisman, even after all this? You said before that it wasn't about revenge for Karen, that you wanted to bring the world to trial. What does that even mean? But nothing you need concern yourself with. I simply wish to see if humanity could answer for its failings. And that failings, I still don't follow. Humanity is the plaything of forces greater than individual men. The passage of time, the challenging ideals of nations, gradually shift in values and ethics. They are helpless before these, and when such storms blow over men, they are knocked into the cracks and are lost, unable to free themselves. Hamel is but one example. Ironically, this great city is exactly the same. It began as a paradise, people living full, fulfilled, satisfied lives in the clouds. However, at the same time as the Great Collapse, or as part of it, people abandoned this paradise and fell to the earth. The city was sealed away, and people forgot it even existed. Almost as if they thought to forget an inconvenient truth, as if they thought to deceive themselves. The truth is ever easily suppressed, and people will happily accept anything they wish to be true in its place. That is mankind's weakness. That is their sin. And the aureole's overwhelming power will force people to face the unabated truth. How helpless they are without the backing of nations. How vulnerable they become once you strip them of all their luxuries. All they've locked away in their delusions will be dragged before their eyes, raw and exposed. And they will witness. Locked away in their delusions, huh? So forcing people to confront that is your goal? It is. As long as we continue to delude ourselves, to believe our world is always just and good, mankind will repeat its mistakes forever. More tragedies like Hamel would happen, a second time, a third, who knows how many. So many more like Karen will bleed their lives out on the arms of those they care for. You want to know why I obey all births? That's why. And I have no regret for what I've become in pursuit of my goal. I see. I think you're the delusional one, Loewe. What? I'm a weak person myself, so what you've said hits home. There's some truth in it. But we all have the potential to overcome hard times or face our weaknesses. People aren't helpless, not completely. Remember when Karin saved me 10 years ago? She was strong then, and that made all the difference. Yeah, there's no way you never realized that. Not with how important Karin was to you, with how important you were to her. You're deluding yourself, Loewe, and you know it. No. Karen was special. She was the only one who could have ever made a difference. None of her actions speak for humanity. They must still be tested. They must face their delusions, and I must see if they are worthy of Karen's sacrifice. In that case, I shall be all the proof you need. I, the weakling and liar who lived on through his sister's sacrifice. I, who fought my way once I met Estelle. I, who only could have come here to meet you again with her help. People are never powerless so long as they are together. He won. Not bad, Joshua, not bad. Joshua. Thank you. You put all you had into a single opening you forced out of me. You little fool. Not good enough. The Bladelord dropped his sword. It doesn't get much more final than that. All I can do is admit defeat. Defeat? You did it! That was absolutely amazing, Joshua. You actually beat Loewe. You even just knocked away his sword. You didn't hurt him. I wouldn't have the slightest hope of victory if I was fighting to kill. There's always a better way. That's what it means to be a bracer, right? That's what Dad taught us. Yeah. Oh, of course. You had the techniques Weisman placed in you, all filtered through the wisdom of a divine blade. What hope did I even have? Loewe. I joined all board because I wanted to test humanity. With you having answered that, I suppose I've run out of reason to continue working with them. I think it's time I found a new line of employment. You're back. Thank ages, you're back. Loewe's back. It's over. It's over. Hey. I always thought about you even after the brides took me in. I remembered your voice, your face, that you were important to me, but not who you were. Then I finally remembered, only to learn that you're my enemy. I just didn't know what to think. I see. We seem so close. I'm almost kind of jealous. Chloe, this is so not a situation where you should be blushing. You just has got a cute side to him. Kinda make me wish I had a little brother like him. Come on, Kevin, don't tease. Oh, sorry everyone, I guess I kinda lost it there. I know nothing settled yet, but still. You big dummy. You don't need to apologize, okay? You finally made up, right? Go on, spend some time with Loewe. Yeah. Is that right? I owe you a debt I don't think I can ever repay. Huh? With both Ren and Joshua here. You've done all sorts of things I never could made it, What? You've done all sorts of things I never could, yet made it look so trivial. And you've guided so many other people to this point. You truly are one of a kind, Estelle. You know, if you're making fun of me, we can totally throw it down again. Just saying, this ist ja immer alles als Offense. Princess Claudia, well, Crown Princess now, I think. Do you remember what I said atop Granze Castle, I wonder? I do. A nation is like an enormous complex opened. I believe your words when are absolutely true. But I can't believe that the words simply work like a machine, or should do so. I want to find a way for the word to work so that people can be people, even as they drive forward such a great engine. I know it sounds foolish and naive, but not at all. If you're that certain of your convictions, I have nothing with which to gainsay you. I hope you do find the way you would seek. Thank you very much. And you? Something on my face, Chief? No. You're Kevin Graham, yes? Would you happen to know a woman named Rufina? Where'd you get that name? So she was a Gralsritter. Thought so. I fought a bow-gun-wielding churchwoman similar to yourself several years ago. It was one of the few other times I've been so thoroughly matched. Is she still well? No. Unfortunately, she died in an accident. Was about 4 years back. I see. I mourn the church's loss then. She was a person of character. Who are we talking about? Ich habe das Gefühl, wir werden das in Teil 3 erfahren. Oh yeah, Loewe, why are you up here? This circle on the ground isn't the aureole, is it? No, that's just some broadcast equipment. It sends the magical power from the core sector out across the city. The what now? The core sector is where the aureole is, I'm guessing? Yes. The proper function of the access pillar is, essentially, as an antenna broadcasting the aureole's power to the rest of the city. Its range seems to be roughly 1,000 salts. Using the Gospels, the aureole could affect things not just in what we call a burnout, but across a good deal of the continent. The more I hear, the crazier it gets. So in order to stop the shutdown phenomenon, we have to get down to the core sector and do something about the aureole. It would be the only way, but doing something with the aureole may prove difficult. It's an artifact of some sort, but it's sentient. In some way, it mercilessly removes foreign or threatening elements. That Celeste Auslese managed to seal it away in the first place is impressive in and of itself. And on top of the aureole, you'll have to deal with Weisman. Oh, crud. It's a fight we can't put off any longer. But with your help, Loewe, not even Weisman could stop us. You brat. Just assuming I'll help you out of the blue like that? Now why would I possibly want to help you out? My, this is a touching reunion. May I just say, however, that I do ever so slightly feel the implications of my own well-being? Damn! Oh no! Loewe! Good evening, everyone. I would say you've done a splendid job overcoming my little trials and reaching the pinnacle. But all these little rule violations. So unsporting. Rule violations? What are you talking about? We fought every one of your dumb enforcers fair and square. And Joshua beat Loewe, 1-on-1. Heck, we've been fairer about this than we should have been. I see that you've yet to grasp the full extent of the plan. All servants of all boroughs receive power from the Grand Master in some way or form. If you have a few members of all boroughs assisting you, that hardly seems a fair or informative experiment, now does it? We're an experiment. I've been a fool. Us coming here was part of your plan all along, wasn't it? Haha, I'll admit to adding many of my own personal touches to the plan. But yes, about half of it did consist of you making your way here. I see. The gospel plan isn't just about obtaining the aureole, is it? Correct. All is according to Grand Master's design. But as I said, you were never meant to have all boroughs members as part of the experiment. Which means Joshua here is ruining the precision of my results. Forgive me, my boy, but I think it's time you became my puppet once more. What do you... Oh, yeah. Joshua, alright? What blinkt auf seinem Arm? Ist das ein Tattoo? No. You damn monster. You put something like that into the deepest levels of his subconscious? Ah, the fledgling Grazer, yes. I'm sure you know very well what's going on then. And what hold my power of absolute suggestion has over him. Joshua, this is a joke, right? Come on back. Come on, stop it. Stop looking at me like that. Please, that's enough. Just a little point. When all this began, I used my power to rebuild Joshua's shattered mind. The stigma I sank into the depths of his mind has slept dormant since. Der hat ein Stigma? Was? When it's invoked, however, the effect is tremendous. Joshua really feels more than a puppet to me now. No. Incidentally, that little thing on Joshua's shoulder, it isn't just a tattoo. It is the image of a stigma I burned into his mind, made manifest on his flesh. I imagine it came as quite the fright when it reappeared after I returned his memory. You lied. On top of all the suffering you put Joshua through, you said you'd freed him. But even that was a lie. No, I wasn't lying when I told him he was free. If Joshua had just left alone and not come this far with you, I wouldn't have to do this. Why, one could say this is really all your fault, Miss Bright. What a monster you are. Don't screw with me, Weisman. You don't get to tell me anything about what path I've chosen. Taking control of Joshua, all it's done is made me even more angry. I'm going to beat you clear to your bony back and save Joshua. Now that's what I was hoping to see. But I'm afraid I'm rather busy at the moment. Don't quite have time to stay here right now. Why don't you come down to the core sector? Come visit so we can finish the experiment. I'll be waiting. Joshua. No, Joshua. Well, this can't get much worse. But the question is, how do we get to the core sector anyway? Use the elevator in the back. Loewe, thank goodness you're okay. But what elevator? I don't see... Warum ist er durchsichtig? Wait, you mean that big plate in the back? It goes right down to the core sector. Straight to the aureole. Hurry, no time. Alright. Hi? It's the creature that brought down the Estelle. Reverie Dragon. Damn you, Weisman, so you did have more than just the one I used. Don't really get the impression they'll just let us walk by. We've got to get past them somehow. Then let us handle this. Julia? Das sind also alle quasi ein. Julia and Major Vander. What are you doing here? Repairs to the Estelle are essentially done. We got everyone who could fight together and came out to assist you. Admittedly, I'm just tagging along, looking at everything and all. Hey, don't forget about us. The Bobcat's about ready to fly too. We figured we'd pop on over and see how you were going on. That's great. We'll talk later. Leave this to us. Estelle, hurry and save Joshua, okay? Guys, thanks. Estelle, go. Your light is the only thing that can save Joshua now. Right. Everyone, attack! Split in two groups, whip them apart. Yeah. Was to be like, hehe. Most interesting.